to Mind Aerobics. My name is Joan Pierce, and I am thrilled that you are here with me today. So thank you for making the effort. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out with U.S. presidents. U.S. presidents, okay? In this first section, you're going to have 10 presidents. So we'll see how we do with these. And some of these are pretty new. It's a mixture. So let's see how we do with these first 10 questions. Everyone can hear me correctly? Please shake your head. Great. Question number 1. Which president worked as a model and as a forest ranger at Yellowstone National Park? Which president worked as a model and as a forest ranger at Yellowstone National Park? That's question number 1. Question number 2. Which president was the only president unanimously elected, did not represent a political party, and refused his $25,000 salary? So there's actually 3 clues there for question number 2. Good morning. There's several of you joining us. Good morning. So question number 2, I'm going to read it one more time, was which president was the only president unanimously elected, represented no political party, and refused his $25,000 salary? Question number 3. Which U.S. president was the first president to visit all 50 states and the very first to visit China? Which president was the first president to visit all 50 states and the first to visit China? So there's all kinds of clues in those with timing. So 50 states and, okay. Number 4, who is the only president to resign? Who is the only president to resign? Morning, Diane, Nancy, Judy. Is Ted with you?
Yep.
Yes, that's me.
Good morning. Welcome to everyone.
Oh, boy.
Question number 5. Who was the first president to be born in a hospital? Who was the first president to be born in a hospital? And number 6 is a thinker. How many U.S. presidents are currently alive? How many U.S. presidents are currently alive? I'll give you time at the end of this to go back if you need to. Question number 7. And I have to say, I did not know this trivia before I found this, so I can't believe I hadn't heard this. Which president went on record to say he had seen a UFO? Which president went on record to say he had seen a UFO? And you know, sometimes I'm kind of tricky, and sometimes I will ask you a question about somebody so that you might be using the same answer more than once. So be aware of that. Question number 8. Which president's family all owned a pair of stilts? Which president's family all owned a pair of stilts? And I will say, this is not a current president. Here's another, I think, maybe new one to some of you. Question number 9. Which president won the most nearly perfect male figure award? Which president won the most nearly perfect male figure award? This was from the University of California in 1940, long before he was president. Several clues in that too. Morning, Charlotte. And number 10, last one in this segment. What date, so I'm looking for a calendar date, do these 3 presidents have in common? The presidents are Jefferson, Adams, John Adams, and James Monroe. What calendar date do these 3 presidents have in common, and why? Jefferson, John Adams, and James Monroe. So I'm going to give you a little time to go back and finish any that you might need to finish. I love seeing all those brilliant minds out there at work. Makes me smile. All right. Were there, everybody can unmute themselves now, please? Were there some new ones in there for you?
For me, yes.
Yeah, quite a few. I thought these were kind of cool too. All right, so that we're focused, we're going to go backwards with these answers. So what did you come up with for number 10? What date did they have in common and why?
July 4th. Birthdays.
Awesome.
Birthdays.
So those 3 presidents all died on July 4th.
They died. Oh, okay. They weren't born.
Died.
Oh, wow.
Some had birthdays too.
And Calvin Coolidge was born on July 4th. He wasn't in the mix there, but I wanted to add him because so Jefferson, John Adams, and James Monroe passed on July 4th. Calvin Coolidge was born on July 4th. So I thought that was kind of an interesting, July 4th is a big day for our country. So I thought that was interesting trivia. Number 9, who was that nearly perfect male figure?
Reagan.
Reagan. Good job. Ronald Reagan, yes.
Oh, he's in the movies back then, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would have been in the limelight. Absolutely. So good thinking. Number 8,
No idea.
Teddy Roosevelt's family all owned stilts.
So, okay.
He was sort of
Number
short anyway.
7. Which president went on record as having seen a UFO?
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter, absolutely. Great. Jimmy Carter. Number 6, and Jimmy Carter, as we know, is also part of number 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
As we were talking about last time, somebody had shared that he had just had a big anniversary, and so he just broke the record, right?
Yeah.
So, in addition, of course, to Donald Trump, we have Jimmy Carter.
Bill
Who
Clinton.
else?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton,
Clinton.
George Bush.
George W. Bush,
Obama.
and
Clinton.
Barack Obama. Okay, very good. So I hope you got all of those. And then number 5, who was the first president to be born in the hospital?
Clinton. No. Clinton.
Garfield.
No,
Jimmy
Carter.
Carter. Jimmy
Oh,
Carter again.
Carter.
No, we've had that before. I forgot.
Yep, that's okay. We're refreshing our memory. Number 4, who's the only president to resign?
Nixon.
Right, Richard. What was his middle name?
Millhouse.
Milhouse.
Milhouse. Very good. Nixon. All right, question number 3. Which
Nixon.
president was the first to visit all 50 states and also the first to visit China?
Nixon.
Nixon.
Nixon again?
Mhm.
I think.
Who's asking these questions? All right. Number 2, which president was the only president unanimously elected, did not represent a political party, and he refused his $25,000 salary?
George Washington.
George Washington. Very good. And last, what's number 1's answer?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Reagan.
Reagan, maybe.
I put Roosevelt.
I
Teddy.
did too. Teddy Roosevelt.
I don't think I've heard it yet.
Okay.
He's a model.
The model was the clue. Hey, Nancy, if you can unmute yourself, sweetheart, I can't hear your answers. There. I'm sorry. I saw your mouth move.
Yeah, what was the question?
Okay, the question was which president worked as a, oh, you didn't hear it because you came in. Okay. Which president worked as a model and as a forest ranger at Yellowstone National Park?
Boy, Reagan.
That's
All
what
right. Actually, the answer is an answer from last session, which was who played football.
Oh,
Oh,
Joe
Gerald
Ford.
Ford.
Gerald Ford is the answer to number 1. He worked as a model.
Really?
And he was also a forest ranger. And then, of course, we know he was a coach at Yale because he wanted to go to their law school.
Family owns it still. Same
All right. So we learned some stuff, right? And we aerobicized our brain.
Judith Cockles.
All right. So the next section is going to be like mini problem solving. So most of these have either 1 or 2 parts. Some of them involve multiplication or division. There are 10 questions in this segment. Let's see how we do this morning with problem solving. All right, so everybody can get muted at this point.
Oops, you're muted.
All right, got me?
Yeah.
All right, question number 1. The number of degrees in 1/8 of a circle. The number of degrees in 1/8 of a circle. Question number 2. The number of inches in 1 fathom. The number of inches in 1 fathom. Number 3 is a little easier than those other 2. The number of bones in a giraffe's neck. So this one takes your long-term memory, for those of you that have been with me a while, the number of bones in a giraffe's neck. Number 4, the number of counties in OH. Oh, I got somebody. Okay. So the number of counties in Ohio minus the number of keys on a standard piano. So the number of counties in Ohio minus the number of keys on a standard piano. And again, those are both review. Number 5, the total number of legs on 2 spiders and 3 insects. The total number of legs on 2 spiders and 3 insects, assuming they're all intact. Number 6, the total number of sides on an octagon, a pentagon, and a hexagon. So the total number of sides on an octagon, pentagon, and a hexagon. Question number 7. The total number of decades in 250 years. The total number of decades in 250 years. All right. Number 8, the number of inches in 8 1/3 yards. The total number of inches in 8 1/3 yards. Question number 9. How many total vowels are there in the names of the Great Lakes? Now, we're not putting the word lake in front of each one. We're just taking the acronym that we know. So, and repeating vowels count. So the question is, how many total vowels are in the names of the Great Lakes? And I'm going to go ahead and give you the last one, and then I'll give you time to work on all of these. Question number 10. What is the total number of all of the letters in the official colors of the rainbow? In other words, how many total letters are in the names of the official colors of the rainbow? So I'm going to give you about a minute to finish up on all of these. Okay, everybody. Let's go ahead and please unmute yourselves. Were those real thinkers this morning?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So that we are using our focus, let's also jump around. So all of your answers are going to be totally out of order. So this works again on your focus. Question number 3. We'll start out easy. How many bones are in a giraffe's neck?
7.
Mhm.
Well, how
7.
many do we have?
7.
Right. All right. So unbelievably, a human and a giraffe both have 7 neck bones. Thank you. Question number 7. The number of decades in 250 years?
25.
25.
25. So you took 250 and divided it by 10, right? To get 25. Question number 1. The number of degrees in 1/8 of a circle. What did you have to do?
Take 360 and divide it by 8.
Right. So you had to know how many degrees are in a circle. 360 divided by 8. And then your
45.
answer is
45.
45. Thank you. Number 10. Boy, you had to do a lot before you got to the correct answer for number 10, right? So you're using lots of different parts of your brain on this one. You're thinking about the question. You had to figure out what the answer was before you counted the letters, right? So what acronym, I would imagine, did you use?
Holmes.
Roy G. Biv.
Roy G.
Oh,
Biv.
right.
Roy G. Biv. And so then you got the answer of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And when you counted up all of those letters total, what did you get?
36.
36. Okay. Number 2, the number of inches in 1 fathom. Well, first you had to know what a fathom is. And a fathom is what?
6 feet.
6 feet, typically in water, but okay. So 6 feet, and I asked you for the number of what?
Inches.
Inches.
Inches. So you had to do what multiplication?
Mhm.
6 times 12.
6 times 12 to get the answer of
72.
fabulous. Number 6. Boy, you had to do a lot of thinking on that one. So how many sides does an octagon have?
8.
8.
And a pentagon has?
5.
And a hexagon has?
6.
Okay, and then you got the total number of?
19.
19.
That is correct. Thank you. Number 4. What did I do to you on that one?
0.
0. At the Jack Warner answer.
Oh, that's right, Peggy. Aw. So the number of counties in Ohio is,
88.
8.
and then we also remember that the amount of keys on a standard piano are
88.
88 as well. And so that did take us to 0. That is correct for number 4. Number 9, how many total vowels are the names of the Great Lakes? What acronym did you maybe use?
Holmes.
Holmes.
Homes, Homes. So we have Huron. What comes next?
Ontario.
Ontario,
Michigan.
Michigan,
Erie.
Erie.
Erie,
Superior.
Superior.
and Superior. Right. So if you wrote those all down, how many total vowels did you get?
16.
16.
16. Very good. Your brains are rocking this morning. All right. Then number 5. So you had to know how many legs a spider has, which is,
8.
8.
we also have 8 eyes. And then an insect has how many legs?
6.
6. So you had 2 spiders, so you had 16. And then you had 3 insects. 16 plus 18 equals?
34.
34.
Wow. What's left?
Inches in 8 1/3 yards.
All right. And so how'd you come up with that answer?
Well, I multiplied 8 times 36 and then added 12.
And
That's
what'd
right.
you get?
300.
300.
All right. So there were many, many ways that you could have come up with that, but you had to figure out at least, how many feet were in a yard. So very good for that one. All right.
Today's
I'm gonna-
kids would have taken forever to get all those answers.
What
The math today is so convoluted, those kids would have not answered as fast as we did.
Well, and we rock, right?
Mhm.
We'll just
We
say
had to multiply.
All right. So this was, I thought, a humorous joke. On a wintry day, my 90-year-old father was in the supermarket. This was before COVID, right? Trying to pay for his groceries. Bundled up and against the cold, his gloved hands were having trouble retrieving the exact change. The transaction evidently took too long for the man behind him in line, who muttered under his breath. Dad stopped counting, and I love this answer. He stopped counting, turned around, and he said, "Be quiet or I'll write a check." I thought that was funny. All right. Let's see. Next, we are going to move on. There are going to be 12 answers in this question segment. All of your answers are going to involve in some way U.S. states. So they're going to involve U.S. states. Now, it could be a U.S. state abbreviation. So, and some of these are kind of interesting, so we'll see how well we do on these. So if everybody can be muted. Oh. Well, we'll try it, all right. We'll hope nobody's phone goes off or anything like that. All right, question number 1. Which state has the abbreviation MO? Which state has the abbreviation MO? Number 2. Which state's abbreviation is another name for a father? Which state's abbreviation is another name for a father? Number 3. Which state has an abbreviation like a medical doctor's credentials? Which state has an abbreviation like a medical doctor's credentials? Number 4. Which state's abbreviation is short for hello? Which state's abbreviation is short for hello? I love this one. Number 5. Which state's abbreviation sounds like the beginning and the end of the alphabet? Which state's abbreviation sounds like the beginning and the end of the alphabet? Question number 6. Which U.S. state has 3 sets of letters repeated in its name and the letter D as in dog? Which state has 3 sets of letters repeated in its name and a D? Number 7. Which state has 4 E's as in excellent in its name? Which U.S. state has 4 E's in its name? Question number 8. Which states begin and end with the same letter? Which states begin and end with the same letter? Question number 9. What letter of the alphabet does not show up in any of the state names? What letter of the alphabet does not show up in any of the state names? Not cities, but state. Question number 10. Name the U.S. states that have 4 letters. Name the U.S. states that have 4 letters, please. Number 11. What state contains the letter J as in jolly? What state contains the letter J? Last one for this series of U.S. state answers. Number 12, what state's name contains 4 I's? What U.S. state's name contains 4 I's as in intelligent? All right, when you're finished, please unmute yourself. Okay. Was that one a hard one?
That's a good one.
Some of it.
Some of
Little
it. Okay. All right. Yeah, we've got some brand new questions. I'm sitting at home trying to make you think. All right, so we're going to go backwards. Number 12, what state's name contains 4 I's? The answer is
Mississippi,
Mississippi. Fabulous. What state contains the letter J?
New Jersey.
Jersey.
New Jersey. And how many states did you come up with for the answers for number 10?
3.
3 is correct. So our very own state, Ohio, what else? Iowa and Utah.
Utah.
Very good. And number 9, what letter doesn't get used in the names of the states?
Q.
Q. That is correct. How many answers did you come up with for number 8?
2.
3.
Got 2.
I got 3.
Was that question the abbreviation for the states or just the complete state name? I wasn't sure if I
The
heard that.
complete state name.
Okay.
just Ohio.
Alaska.
So
Alaska.
okay, that's 2. So Ohio, Alaska,
Arizona.
Arizona, and
Alabama.
Alabama. So there were 4 answers to question number 8.
Oh,
Number 7, what state has 4 E's in it?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
let's see.
Number 6, what state has 3 sets of letters repeated in its name and a D? That one was a little tougher, wasn't it?
Colorado, but it doesn't smell right.
Indiana.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
They weren't connected, but it has 3 sets of repeated letters and a D.
Okay.
I thought that was a real thinker. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Especially when you don't have the answers in front of you. You have to do it in your mind's eye. That makes
That
it
was
more
all over.
difficult.
Your head goes all over the map.
I know. That's right. Number 5, which state's abbreviation sounds like the beginning and the end of the alphabet? That is
Arizona.
Arizona,
Arizona. Which state's abbreviation is short for hello?
Hawaii,
Hawaii is H-I. Hi. What state has an abbreviation like a medical doctor's credentials? That would be
Maryland,
Maryland or MD. And which state is it another name for a father is
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania or PA. Very good. And what's last?
Missouri,
Missouri.
MO is Missouri. Okay, very, very good. I'm going to share some thoughts with you. This is called the low water mark. When I was a tour guide at Niagara Falls, the most common question was, what time do they turn the water off?
I've done that.
they do it.
First impressions aren't all they're cracked up to be, are they? A picture by Impressionist Henri Matisse hung upside down in New York's Museum of Modern Art for 47 days in 1961 before anyone noticed. In coverage of the blunder, the New York Times ran part of its headline, Upside Down.
Upside down.
Here are some short but funny lines. I can't turn water into wine, but I can turn ice cream into breakfast.
Amen.
Speaking of that, I hope that y'all have been turning into the Think Positive, the mini mind aerobics, the fitness, and the art videos. I've got one coming up that is going to be called, it's on humor. So it should be lots of fun. No wonder we're confused. Mineralogy, study of minerals. Oceanology, study of
Ocean.
oceans. Meteorology,
weather,
not about meteors, right? All right. A famous designer said, you can make waves or be a wave rider. You can never do both at the same time. And Bill Gates, we all know that name, Bill Gates said, success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Food for thought, right? All right, where are we going next? We've done presidents. We've done problem solving. We've done US states. Now we are going to tri-bond. There's only 5 questions in this segment. All of your answers will be words that can go at the end of the clues. I'm going to give you 3 clues per question. Your answer will go at the end of those words. Clear as mud? Okay, so everybody can be muted. Question number 1 has these 3 words: fortune, bank, story. Here are your 3 clues for number 1: fortune, bank, story. Question number 2: earth, book, inch. So your 3-word clues for number 2 are earth, book, inch. Question 3: picnic, card, pool. So your 3 clues for number 3 are picnic, card, pool. Question number 4: onion, napkin, wedding. So your 3 clues for number 4 are onion, napkin, wedding. Question number 5, the last one: blue, B-L-U-E, goose, black. Your 3 clues for number 5 are blue, goose, black. I'm going to give you a little bit to finish those answers. Please unmute yourself when you're done. All right, so here we go. We're going to go all over the place. Question number 3, what was your answer?
Table.
Table.
That is correct. Picnic table, card table, and pool table. Number 1,
Teller.
Teller.
fortune teller, bank teller, storyteller. Very good. Number 5,
berries.
Blueberry, gooseberry, blackberries. Yes, that's correct. Berry or berries. Number 2,
Worm.
Worm.
I think I
Worm.
heard a couple
Worm.
of answers.
Worm.
Worm. So earthworm, bookworm, inchworm. What's left?
Number 4.
Or
Ring.
Ring.
Onion ring, napkin ring, wedding ring. All right. Did those go pretty well for you this time?
Yes.
Couple.
Good.
I think that those, for those of you that have difficulty with those, those are thinkers, and you have to sometimes just put your mind in the correct way of thinking to get those. So it's nice when I group them all together like that, rather than going all over the board, because then you're focused on, okay, there's one word that goes with all these, and it goes at the end. So sometimes when I give them to you, we're all over the board with that. Okay, so our last segment today has 10 questions. And these are going to be Ohio questions. A lot of them involve, actually, all of them involve people from Ohio. All right, so we're going to be muted at this time, please. And again, there are 10 Ohio questions. So let's see how well we do. Number 1, you are going to fill in the blank. Orville and blank right. Question number 2 is light bulb inventor. Light bulb inventor. Number 3, it's not his first rodeo, but Price is Right host from Ohio. Price is Right host from Ohio. Number 4, golf's golden bear. Golf's golden bear. Number 5, 4 golds. 4 golds in 36 Olympics. 4 golds. Number 6 is more current, coach of the decade. Coach of the decade. Number 7, que sera, sera. Number 8, Steubenville Rat Pack member. Number 8, Steubenville Rat Pack member. Number 9 is Rhett Butler from Akron. Rhett Butler from Akron. Last one, number 10 for this Ohio people section. Wapakoneta Moonwalker. Number 10 is Wapakoneta Moonwalker. All right, when you're done, you can unmute yourselves, please. All right, so we're going to go all over the place again so that you're working on your focus and short-term memory. Number 4, what's the answer?
Jack Nicholas.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholas, that is correct. Orville and
Wilbur.
Wilbur, right for number 1. Number 8,
Dean
Dean
Martin.
Martin.
Dean Martin, that is correct. It's the Steubenville Rat Pack member. How about number 6?
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer. It's just been nominated or as Coach of the Decade. And what about number 2?
Edison.
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison is correct. Number 7,
Doris Day.
Doris Day.
Doris Day, said que sera, sera. 4 golds and 36 for number 5.
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens, and we talked about him last session. Price is Right host,
Drew
Drew
Carey.
Carey.
Drew Carey. He also had his other Drew Carey show, and he also had a, I can't remember the name of it right now, where he and
Whose line is it?
Whose Line Is It?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
That was funny. All right, and so what's left? We have 2.
Clark Gable.
Clark Gable
Gable.
for number 9, which is Rhett Butler from Akron, and then number
10.
Neil
10
Armstrong.
is
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong. All right, so boy, oh gosh, and your brain has been aerobicized between states and presidents and problem solving and Ohioans. Do you feel like your brain has been used this morning, Judy?
Yeah.
Your head noggin, and Charlotte, yeah. All right, so we have gone a lot of places. Last time I challenged you to come up with a lot of different forms of transportation, but I only gave you how many minutes?
5.
Gave you 5 minutes. That wasn't very generous of me, was it?
No.
I hope everybody got to try that, and that you actually got to have a little bit of fun and think out of the box, like airplanes that can go in the sky and on water and things like that. Okay. How many did you come up with? Anybody?
32.
38.
38. Awesome, Diane. Fabulous.
Oh my God.
So my next challenge to you is, and this time I'm going to give you 15 minutes. So usually I give you 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. This time I'm giving you 15 minutes. I would like you to write down the word treasure, which is what you are. T-R-E-A-S-U-R.
What? Say it again.
Treasure, T-R-E-A-S-U-R-E. You're going to have 15 minutes, not right now, at home. This is your challenge. And I would like you to see how many words you can come up with using the letters and the word treasure in 15 minutes. All right, so jumble those letters up, put them backwards, forwards, mix them up any which way but loose, right? Remember that movie? Boy, that's a flash from the past, right? All right, so we are going to end by singing. And what are we going to sing?
Oh, gosh.
Head,
Women,
shoulders, knees, and toes. And we are going to say wallet, glasses, keys, and phone, right? Wallet, glasses, keys, and phone.
Keys and phone.
Keys and phone. All right. It has been an honor to be with you today. Thank you so much for thinking with me. Check out, I'm hoping that there'll be a brand new Mind Aerobics for you in number 12, I believe it is. This was number 12 also for our live Zooms. There's Think Positives out there. There's art videos. There's fitness videos. So we're trying really hard to stay connected with you. So I'm hoping that you're enjoying those in your own space and in your safe space. And so we thank you for being with us from Source Point here today on our live Zoom.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You
Joan.
are welcome. Everybody stay healthy, stay safe, stay well. And I can't wait to see you next week. I've already got something cooking up for next week. So I can't wait to lay those questions on you. So we'll be together for sure for the next couple Fridays, through July, and then we'll see where we're at that point. Thank you for tuning in today. And may you all be well.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.